Season's greetings, superstars. My name is Aaron. I'm a literal giraffe. Tommy's lips have fused together to form one disgusting giant lip, and you're listening to the SuperPod Saga. That's right, folks. You're listening to the SuperPod Saga. It's for any first-time listeners. Usually, Tommy and I discuss a different video game topic each episode, and we goof around with guests and then have fun and hang out and all that stuff. But like you heard earlier, yeah, Tommy's lips have formed into one giant, huge lip, and he's unable to speak, of course, and it's incredibly disgusting. But luckily, he's got great insurance, and he'll have it fixed by. Let me check my watch. Next Sunday. He'll be back next Sunday. But I'm sure, as you guys have heard, to fill the void in my empty, achy, breaky heart, I've got 3 guests. Actually, I've got all 3 of the Elder Trolls. How are you dudes doing?
Fuck yeah. We're doing great.
Doing good.
Good. Glad to be here.
I'm a bit tired.
Thanks for having us on, Aaron.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
No problem, dudes. Well, yeah, go ahead and tell the awesome listeners where they can find your show and your socials and all that cool. And yeah, talk a little bit about yourselves.
Sure.
I've got take that.
You want to take it this time, Daniel? Go ahead.
What, the socials? No, Jonathan's pretty good at that.
I have it written out here. Check it out.
Oh, okay.
We are a gaming podcast where us 3 brothers get together and talk mostly about gaming, and may talk TV, movies, tech, and other geeky, fun, nerdy stuff too. You can find us on all major streaming platforms and podcasting platforms. The easiest way, I think, to find us is you head over to the Linktree, which is linktr.ee/Elder Trolls Podcast. From there, you can get to all of our content channels, mainly being Spotify for the podcast and YouTube for our gaming content. So on YouTube, we have our podcast in video form, and we do some game playthroughs, game clips, and we have a ton of shorts, like funny shorts and stuff like that.
Shorts. As in
even though you guys
short content, not
short
clothes for sale. We do not sell
shorts.
Clothing.
God,
maybe we should.
Gaming shorts.
Gaming short. Fuck, that's a good idea.
Shorts. I'd buy those immediately. That's your YouTube channel's pretty sweet. I've been on there a couple times. You do tech reviews and I think it was Nasty Nate that did the VR gameplays. Those are pretty cool too.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm diving into as of late. Is a lot of VR stuff. I've got a shit ton of content that I've just recorded that I have to sift through and then put up there as in little shorts or little vids. But yeah, a new update just actually came out for the No Man's Sky for PSVR 2, where they upped the resolution on it, so it looks much better than it did before. So I'll probably be playing a lot more of that.
Man, I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be way cooler. They did a new update where now if an alien hot mom touches your pee-pee, you could actually feel it in real life or something.
No, not quite there yet.
Not there.
First, they just have to get actually looking good. Going. Then they'll maybe move into that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. There's hope.
There's hope.
Okay. Well, yeah, and of course, yeah, we've got a topic. I swear, it's not just shorts and hot alien moms. It's we're talking about our childhood favorite games. When I was asking you guys to come on, I was just going through my brain thinking of cool topics, and I thought, hey, 3 brothers, who better to talk about childhood favorite games and shorts too.
Mm-hmm. Gaming shorts.
I actually have a picture of my favorite shorts.
Nice.
I'll send it in your Discord eventually.
Let me guess. It's probably those sweaty ass Adidas gym shorts every day.
Every day.
Every fucking day. They have not been washed once.
Fuck. I was hoping it'd be some sweet.
$19.99.
I don't know what he's talking about, so I'm also excited to see this. I'm interested in it.
I was hoping for some what the fuck are they called? Levi's cutoffs, but they're short to the point where you can see the pockets kind of dangling out.
Yeah,
so
like Buddy from Arrested Development.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Arrested Development. The never nude guy. He's never nude. Tobias, yes.
Yeah. What is he? Fucking shower, dude.
Yeah, the shower. He's wearing the shorts.
What a
I'm
great
picturing
show.
a certain guy, and I
You don't know who that is, Dana?
Oh, David
Let me
Cross.
see. I'm gonna Google it real quick.
Yeah,
Have you ever
you
seen
know.
Small
Oh yeah.
Soldiers?
Okay.
Yeah.
David
You've
Cross.
seen his
Yes,
face, yeah.
He was in Alvin and the Chipmunks too. Weirdly enough, he was in that movie. If you've ever fucking
Man,
seen
he's in
it,
a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of stuff.
Let's talk about games though. Holy shit! Well, one game that I know for sure that my brother and like a bunch of friends and I played a lot of. Have you guys ever played TimeSplitters Future Perfect?
Oh no,
we played Time Splitters for PS2.
Played the original.
It was a launch title for
PS2,
PS2, I think, wasn't it? Was it a launch title? Yes.
It was
And get
amazing.
this. Time Splitters for PS2 ran at 60 FPS.
Holy
60
shit!
FPS.
Isn't that-
on
is that-
PS2?
Really,
Isn't that fucking crazy?
that's insane.
Do you
Ahead
remember
of its
that?
time.
It was
PS2.
so smooth. I remember it being like, holy fuck, this is so smooth. Like I think that's probably the
remember that.
first time I've
That's
experienced
fucking awesome.
60 FPS actually. Was Time Splitters 2.
That's so surprising.
There's two.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if I played 1 or 2 now. My brain is all jumbled. Which one would I have played? the
2. We only
most?
played 2. I never played the first one. We only
Okay,
I
all
played
right, well, then that
I
answers
played the
that.
second one for PS2 when it came out.
Time Splitters 2.
You could make your own map. You could design your own map
Yep.
in that game.
Yep.
It was fucking sweet.
Dude, Future Perfect
came
had
out.
like 8 fucking billion different characters you could play as in multiplayer. Like I was always a skeleton sheriff, but there was like this gingerbread man with human proportions, so it was gross as fuck. And there's a duck with human proportions, and there's so many fucking monkeys. There was a cop
Yes,
monkey.
yes. I
yeah,
remember,
lots of
a
monkeys.
duck. I remember a guy named Harry Tipper. That's all I really remember. Harry Tipper. He was like, I don't know, was he like a cop? Harry Tipper? Tipper Time Splitters. I gotta look.
I
this
remember
guy
the
up.
monkeys. Lots of monkeys.
Harry Tipper Time Splitters. Yeah, there he is. He was like a
Let me see this
detective.
fucking guy.
He had a big
Holy shit.
handlebar stash. Big handlebar fucking stash with Time Splitters 2.
Oh,
With the
yeah.
big aviators
yeah,
on?
Yeah.
That's all I remember from that game.
Gingerbread
characters.
human. Time
Harry
Splitters.
Tipper.
Oh, okay, I
Classic.
know this guy.
Gingerbread
Terry
man.
Tipper.
Oh, Captain Ash. I remember Captain Ash with the brown leather jacket and the blonde mustache. I remember him for sure.
And then there
Man, I
was
should play this game again.
there was like
man.
Giggles the clown or some shit like that. That was a
I
character.
don't remember the monkeys that you guys are talking about, though.
You know what we got to do? I bet you
I don't
because
recall any of this. I
we
see a
could
chick
probably
with
set up
blue
an
eyes.
emulator for PS2 and play online. I'm
Oh
sure
my
we could
fucking
do that.
god!
Yeah, we
That'd
could
be
probably do that.
Crazy.
Only bricks. Only bricks. No other
came
guns.
out-
Only bricks. Just
Time
fucking
Splitters 2 came
throwing
out in
bricks at
October.
monkeys and shit, dude. It's like a normal trip to the zoo for me. Fucking.
Oh damn! Fuck man, that brings back memories right there. I didn't have that on my list, but thank you for that.
Yep.
It was.
So that's what year PlayStation 2 came out. 2002, October.
Well, I don't know which
2002, I
one.
guess.
Which one's
Right.
Aaron?
October 28th, your birthday.
He's not talking about Time Splitters 2 though. Which one are you
Yes.
talking about?
Future Perfect was, I think, was like the third one.
Right.
The third
I
one?
don't think we played
I think
that
so.
one.
And I played that on the GameCube, weirdly enough, and
Okay.
it played incredibly well. It was,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it was just a fucking blast. GameCube didn't have Halo, but you know what it did have? Time Splitters,
Yeah.
which had bricks and monkeys and stuff, and it was a blast.
That's sweet.
Fuck,
Fuck yeah.
there was no, I don't know what I'm trying to think of here. I was thinking of like a
About the game?
demo. There was like a demo that came with the game or some shit, but I don't remember what the fuck it was anymore. I thought of it like
And demo discs.
Mm,
Played a lot of demo discs
Played a lot.
as a child.
Yeah.
we played a lot of demo discs because we didn't have many games, so we just over and over again played the demos on the disc that came with like. Remember PlayStation Magazine? Like they would come in a bag
yeah.
and it would have a disc in it. I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, this one's got a demo disc." So you would buy it for like I don't know $6. You get a fucking demo disc. Pretty sick.
And that's where
And a
Guitar
magazine.
Man came into play,
Yes.
right?
Speaking
Yes.
of, I don't know. Is Aaron done with his Time Splitters?
did you? after this, I'm done. Did you guys like ever like at Walmart or stores when there was a magazine that had a demo disc on it? Did you ever just like fucking take off the little disc and just put it in your pocket and walk?
Never,
away?
not once. We were good boys.
Yep.
Oh, well,
We are God-fearing Christian boys.
Young, so I can't say whether
I'll
I would never steal a demo.
even if it was Crash Bandicoot or something cool. Like,
Oh yeah,
Oh, I remember. I thought we did have some Crash Bandicoot on demo,
Ugh.
like the second one,
we were
maybe.
Crash Bandicooters as opposed to
Bandicooters.
I feel like
We were cooters.
as opposed to like Banjo Kazooers. I feel like at least I wasn't a big Banjo Kazooie guy.
Cooters and kazooers.
Yeah.
No, we weren't
That's-
kazooters. That's for sure.
That's definitely like either a porn knockoff or like a Hooters knockoff. The Crash Bandicooters. So they're all dressed up as Crash with exposed genitalia. All right, now you guys can take it. Go ahead.
Speaking of demo discs, one of my games is Gitaroo Man.
Oh.
Which you guys didn't bring up in your rhythm game episode. Like,
Oh
what
my
the
gosh.
fuck?
I know. I didn't hear of Gitaroo Man. Sorry, until I was like fucking 23, and I
Oh,
know
what a
it's
fucking
nuts.
game. This is, I think this was our first jump into rhythm games.
Yes.
And it was because we got the demo disc, and we must have melted that demo disc because we played that one level.
Was there one or two
What was
levels
it?
on it? I think there
No,
were
I think
two.
No, I think it was only one. Mojo King B.
Yeah,
It was
Mojo King B.
for sure.
Oh my god, what a
Okay,
song!
my dog is going fucking nuts right now. My
It's
wife,
crazy.
please remove the dog from the room. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh but man, like we got the demo disc for PS2, played it so much over and over and over again, and I actually recently purchased a copy off Amazon for like $60. And that was a
still
steal.
$60 for a PS2 game.
Yeah, that was a steal because on eBay it's like $100 plus.
No shit, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then I went to the local pawn shop and bought a PS2 just to play it. And like the amount of dexterity and thumb muscles that I have lost since like I was
tried
playing
playing
that
it
game.
too.
Holy shit. Like
I
my
set it up
thumbs couldn't move.
Twitchy for
I set it up
nerd.
over the network. I put I have the PlayStation 2 in the garage. I brought it in. It doesn't really read games very well.
Yeah.
So I set up a homebrew thing you can do now without a mod chip. You don't need a mod chip at all. You just have to have a USB key, and you can copy it all to the memory card. And I got a homebrew thing going on where it was reading the games from my network on my server.
That's rad
So
as hell.
it didn't need to read any discs. So I was playing Guitar Hero over the fucking network onto the PS2. It was sick.
It's faster than the disc. Like it's
Yeah,
faster than reading off the disc because the network is so much faster. So I ended up doing the same thing because when I was playing it, I was like, how the hell was I able to do this before? Like, I don't know how. So then I set it up like Jonathan, and I was actually able to like play the game better. And then my thumbs would just freeze on me. I couldn't move my thumbs fast enough. So after cue the Rocky soundtrack, and I was doing some thumb push-ups, you know, and then I was thumb punching brick walls until
Thumb
they
punch in your
cracked.
butthole.
You know, that was like the first. Would that be among some of the first rhythm games that came out? Like, that's the first rhythm game I ever.
I don't know about the
experienced.
Not the first. I
in
think
the
there was some
world,
for
but-
Parappa the Rapper for PS1.
Oh yes, okay,
Yes, definitely.
Right,
Horrible
right.
game.
Which-
Also, I
I
recently
also
played
on
it.
Demo. I also played on demo. That
Yeah.
I fucking played on demo for sure.
I can still sing that one song that we played over and over again. But anyway,
I played it recently, and it was fucking bad, man. Like, you can't. It's not good. Like, you can't beat it. It's very hard because it doesn't seem to actually give you points for when you're on rhythm. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it's so dumb.
All I remember is like making sandwiches, slapping tomatoes and shit on like a sandwich and eggs and cooking. Was it like a cooking game? I don't understand. A cooking rhythm game? I don't get it.
well, he was an onion, wasn't he? No, he was a dog.
No, he's a dog.
He was a
And then
he was a dog.
his teacher was an onion. His karate teacher was. That's what I remember.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Wait, are you
But-
talking about? You're talking about Parappa the Rapper now?
Yeah,
Or are you
yeah,
still
I
talking
know.
about
I'm
Guitar
all
Hero?
over the. I'm over the.
Rapper
But back
guy.
to Guitar Man.
Okay.
I was able to beat like the hardest level in the game recently, and it was fucking sick. And that we have a video of that up on our YouTube, I think somewhere, and it's called the Sandbone Trio. It's very cool, very cool, very
Good
hard.
song.
Very good. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
that's a fucking good game, man.
yeah.
That's such a cool fucking art style too, and like the cover and shit. It looks awesome.
It's
I'm
very Japanese. Yeah,
Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
cool. A lot of good like rock tunes. They have all these different types of tunes. Very, very cool.
Oh, and they have a PSP version. I'm gonna give that a shot. I'm gonna see if my little
I
device
heard
can
if
handle
you're
that.
if you can emulate, like if you're gonna, I don't know if you want to bleep all this emulate talk out.
No, I'm keeping it. I'm talking about emulating all the time. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, okay. So
Let them come for me.
so
It's not
the
Nintendo,
PS2,
it's okay.
don't emulate the PS2 version of the game because it's all fucked up. Like no one's gotten the PS2 version of the pirated game out properly, so it's super laggy.
Ooh.
But the PSP version is the better version to pirate if you're going to try to play Gitaroo Man.
Stop saying. Don't say pirate. You don't have to come out.
Sorry,
And just
emulate.
Say pirate.
Yeah, I guess
Jeez,
so.
man.
Emulate. If you're going to steal the game and play it.
Borrow.
Borrow.
Without
I can do it because I purchased the game. I have a copy of the game. So.
Oh, true.
The cops come knocking at your door. You're like, no. And you hold out your
It is
copy
now
of Guitar
free
Man.
for you
like,
to distribute as you please.
Don't swat me. Don't swat me. But yeah, definitely try it. It's fucking sick.
nice. That's a good one.
Nice. Okay. Should I go next?
Yeah, we can go in that order. Go ahead.
We do going in order. I mean, I have a few, but I think the one that I should say is probably Mario 64.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember
Oh, it was fucking
the
sweet.
first time you played
Yeah.
Nintendo 64? It was probably Mario 64.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And like how much of a leap it was from, you know what I mean? From like we sold our Super Nintendo playing complete 2D
Yeah.
side scroller, and we got the 64, and just to experience like a 3D platformer, that first level, like that first portrait with the mountain and the bomb on the top,
Oh,
like
fucking
how like how
perfection.
big
Oh
of
my God,
an
it was so
impact that
good.
had on
Yeah.
on me as a gamer was just unbelievable. Like it was fucking unbelievable.
Like being able to turn the camera. Like
Yeah, turning the
Unbelievable.
camera, going
Yeah.
like any way you want,
You can go
Just
anywhere you
experience.
want to.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
cool as fuck.
climbing
as
the
a-
trees,
Yeah.
shooting yourself out of the cannons, like onto the fucking island in the sky. That was so sick.
Yeah.
That's a big one for me.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that one too, because that's one of the games that I would play. I think we would probably fight to play 64 after school. It's my turn today, you fucking asshole. We'd turn on 64.
And we just watch
that's
each other play.
Definitely one of the games that I'd be, because that was kind of like the first time where I was exploring these kind of puzzle-based games and whatever. So I definitely have vivid memories of playing that one. It's not on my list, but because I totally forgot about it. But absolutely.
I have a few vivid memories of that playing that at my dad's house because like they had the N64 set up in the kitchen with like a little TV for some reason instead of like,
yeah.
in the living
Wow.
room, and we would go in the kitchen and play like Mario 64 or Super Smash Bros, and we would try to take turns unlocking character. I mean, there was only 4 characters, but or four unlockable characters. I mean, and we take turns trying to unlock characters and shit. But yeah, that's an awesome one. That's a good pick.
Nice.
That's
Yep,
good.
that's a big one for sure.
Dan?
Yeah.
Well, I definitely have. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to say it. The biggest one for me being.
Let me guess. Harvest Moon, Back to Nature. Yep, I said it. I said it first.
I have a few on my list. I mean, I don't know how many are we doing here.
All Daniel's lists are Harvest Moon games, I bet.
No, Animal Crossing would be in there too.
Well, yeah, I mean that was
A little
I guess
later
that
on,
was
though.
the GameCube days. That was like early 2000s, 2003.
Yeah, but you're young.
Yeah, ish, 2002.
2002, you're 10
Anyway.
years old.
But definitely Harvest Moon, Back to Nature. I mean, like I can't get better than that. Really, that's I still have it now. I just purchased it again on PlayStation 5 from the Sony store, and now I have it forever digitally, and nobody can ever take it away from me.
Until PS6 comes
it
out and you can't play it on.
Yeah, well, no, it'll still be on the PS Network. But that was the first game that I played that was like not intense, and it was super gentle for like a, I don't know, fucking 10-year-old to start an account on. If that, I could have been a bit younger, and just kind of make your way through and play your first kind of like story game by yourself, you know. There were some disappointments that came with that, but that was like the number one. For
I guess
me.
that's true.
Because the other guys played it too. I mean, I was telling Nathaniel before we came on here, I said, a lot of our games are going to be similar because Jonathan and Nathaniel both played the same games, and I was just witness to those games and would then play them. So it was kind of like all these games experiences were recycled. But that's at least one of mine. I don't know. Did you guys have like, do you have more you want to cycle through and talk about too? Because I have a couple more.
I've got more.
Oh yeah, we got more. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
All right.
absolutely. I planned on having like, I have like 5 picks.
Okay,
and
cool.
like depending on how
right.
close we get to with the time, we can just stop it there and just end it. But
Cool.
well,
That's my number one. That is my.
that's a. Oh, you brought up the GameCube, so I'm gonna have to bring up one from like the bottom of my list. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Holy fuck!
Oh, I remember
Which
that
one
one.
was that?
For
I spent-
GameCube, yeah.
No, I never
Yeah.
played it.
I spent a lot of time on that game as a kid. I remember. So there was what 4 different character races or classes or whatever, and each one was like better at something. Like there was one that had better defense, better attack, better speed, better magic or whatever, and it's just the gameplay is super weird because like the whole world in the game is covered by this. I don't know how to say the word properly. Miasma. I don't know. But
Miasma.
that sounds right.
Miyasama?
No. Miasma. I got asthma.
Okay, this looks familiar.
My asthma.
I remember this one. It looks familiar. And so does
We
the
had
cover
it.
art.
We owned it
Yes,
for GameCube.
Okay. That's fine.
And
But it was very different from other Final Fantasy games that we had experienced, like on PS1. So I don't think we really latched onto it very well.
yeah, okay, that
Right.
might be it. Yeah.
And the multiplayer was fucking stupid because like only one person could use a controller. The other people had to have like a Game Boy Advance with that fucking Game Boy Advance link cable for some reason. Like I don't know why.
What?
It's
Use
it's
another
incredibly
controller.
Stupid. It's so fucking stupid. I mean, they remastered it and they fixed that, of course, because nobody has a fucking GBA anymore. They made it so you can play online and stuff. But
And a link cable. Like I remember even the people who had Game Boys, it's like, does anyone have a link cable? No. Man, do we know anyone with a link cable? No. Nobody had the fucking link cable.
fuck, and so yeah, I played like basically the entire thing single player, and luckily like so the world's covered in that bullshit, and you always have to have your fucking chalice with you, which was this like cup that was filled with this magic water or something, and it would form this it forms this like protective barrier that protects you from the miasma, whatever. And so playing single player, there was a Moogle that would carry your fucking chalice behind you, so you could run around and do whatever. And obviously, if you leave the protective bubble, you take damage. But if you're playing multiplayer, you would have to like take turns carrying the chalice. So like one person would just be the cup bitch, and the other person, the other people would have fun playing the game.
That is so stupid.
That would have been me. If we played it all together, me, John, and Nathaniel, they would have made me.
You got the cup.
You're on cup, bitch.
Carry my cup, bitch.
I mean, you could probably take turns like picking up the cup and shit, but like no, just make one person do it. But
That's funny.
it's cool though, 'cause it was like pretty much a dungeon crawler. Like you would run through different dungeons, and like once you get to the end, you would fight a boss, and then when you beat the boss, you could pick a different upgrade for your character, and those stayed with your character, so you could have like +2 attack or like more defense, more speed or something. And I must have beefed my dude up so much. Like I plowed through that game and got to a point where I couldn't figure out how to progress. So I did like every single dungeon 3 times over because I was a kid and I had enough time in the world to do whatever the hell I wanted. And
Yeah.
Of course.
it was it was a cool game.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
I'll go next. How about, like, I had two in this spot, but I'm going to go with Legend of Dragoon. For PS1.
yeah.
I was gonna choose Final Fantasy VII, but I didn't really play Final Fantasy VII until I was older because I watched Jonathan play it. Like when he was playing it, I was there beside him, like stuck to the TV with him playing Final Fantasy VII. But like Legend of Dragoon, like he would play and then I would play kind of thing, and I was able to actually play Legend of Dragoon. And man,
that was good.
What a fucking good game!
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so good. Like just the battle mechanics of the timing. You had to press the button right as the square comes down and hit it. That was
the combat
fucking
was
mind blowing.
It was
so
very cool
sick
back then. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I
and
can
that
hear
was
the
like
voice lines for the moves in my head
Yeah.
already. Volcano.
volcano, double slash,
Yeah.
double slash.
You had to,
Man,
like-
it was so good. It was
Yeah,
so
the guy with
and
the spear too.
Yeah, the story was sick.
Yeah.
The story was fucking great. But like just that whole battle mechanic kept making me want to play more, just getting into battles. Like I wanted to go and get into battles, you know what I mean? Like I can't really say that for a lot of those older RPGs that we were
And then
we were
transforming into the Dragoon,
playing.
dude.
Yeah,
man,
it was so
fucking
cool.
sweet. Yeah,
And there was
it
another kind of timing thing you had to do.
yeah.
Ah,
And if you
I
failed
love
it, you're
that.
just like back on your feet. You're like, fuck. And then you get slaughtered.
Slaughtered.
I
But
watched
man,
that a
it was
lot.
it was so
I
fucking
remember
good.
watching you guys play that, and I think the music was also good from what I remember.
Yeah, music was and the cutscenes were sick, like the anime,
Yeah.
the CGI cutscenes. Oh, very
Dude,
good game.
The victory theme was super cool too. It was like dun 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 dun.
Yes.
I loved it that well.
I want to play it again, but there's so many games to play, obviously. But like they just released it on the PS1. They like released it on PS5 store, but it was just like a PS1 whatever. No remaster or remake. Like I want to play it in widescreen, like and higher resolution, and I would fucking drop everything and play it. Like I would. But right now, I don't want to go back and like sour the memory I have of it. And try to play it in the shitty graphics and the shitty frame rate. Like I would if they remastered it like they did Chrono Cross.
Hell yeah,
fuck.
dude.
Yeah,
Another good
I really hope they do that. But there's always hope. There's always hope. Please, Sony, please, just
Fuck, I
fucking
forgot
give it to
about
me.
that. Chrono Cross
But yeah.
remaster. Dang.
Legend of Dragoon.
Didn't you learn like new moves from doing the same like few moves like over and over or something?
Yeah, I
Or-
think you had to do it.
Yeah.
You had to do it a certain amount of times, or connect it a certain amount of times, and then
That's
you
cool as hell.
unlocked. You can unlock the next.
The level, which
The
would
next
add
move.
like five more like button presses to that move, and then it would upgrade the move's damage.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
I
it
love
was
the
so
little
good.
anime avatars too.
Yeah,
yeah.
Ah, that is
Dart.
so cool.
Dart.
Dart.
D'Artagnan.
Lavitz. Lavitz.
Standards. Yeah, Lavitz. What was the other? What was the girl's
What was the
name?
chick's name? Rose.
Shanna.
There was a purple.
Yeah,
chick,
Shenna
too.
sounds right, or Sheena. And yeah, the other purple chick was
Shanna
Rose
and
for
Rose.
sure.
Yeah, purple chick
Rose was like
yeah.
the Dragoon of Dark or something.
Yeah.
Oh yes, dude. And they had those cutscenes, like the like pre-rendered cutscenes.
Mhm.
Fuck yeah,
Mhm.
that's so cool.
That's a great pick, dude.
Oh yeah. Right.
Damn. All right, my turn again, I guess.
Yep.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, we'll do that.
shit, dude. I have some stuff written down, but you're making me think of other things too. I will say Chrono Cross. Like Chrono
Yes.
Cross.
Yeah.
I'm so hard for Chrono Cross, dude. I love that game.
Yeah, like when we first played that, just the amount of characters you could find and then you play through it again, or like Nathaniel's playthrough would be different than mine because he found someone else and I was like, oh, I didn't find that guy. And like having the different people in your party. The music was unbelievable.
The music was
It's probably the first game
that really transcended it for us. Like,
yeah, the first game that we actually noticed, like this game's music is unbelievable.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I
this
think it's-
and that's saying something coming from the kid who used to watch them play that. Like all I did was listen to the music when they played Chrono Cross. Like there was no I don't.
Yeah,
really
you'd be
know
like
anything about
drawing on the
story.
table, like something
I'd be
behind
drawing,
us.
yeah, or
Yeah,
who knows,
well, you
playing
just
with
hear
toys or
this.
something.
Yeah.
And this fucking soundtrack blew my mind as a kid. And I
Mhm.
wasn't even really aware of a lot. Like, I'm a huge music nerd now. Obviously, it's what I do. I write music, I make music, whatever. But like, and you know, listening to film music throughout the years. But this was like really early foundations of all that. Was 100% Chrono Cross music. It was just like out of this world. It was otherworldly.
It was. It really was.
Absolutely.
Like, we sat through the intro video every fucking time we turned that game on. We sat through the intro
Was that
music
to
because
listen
it
to
was
Time
the
Star?
best.
Like the
Yeah.
intro
Yeah.
music,
Yeah.
like the
The intro
it's
song,
the
yeah.
best.
And that
I'm
fucking
sorry, but it's so fucking
The
good.
acoustic guitar in it. And
Yeah.
shit. Oh,
that fucking
yeah.
press start screen is so rad too, where it's like that camera moving through the ocean, and it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
boom,
Yes.
boom, boom, and it's like you see manta rays and like fish and shit, dude. It's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Oh yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Also had some pre-rendered cutscenes in there.
Mhm.
Very fucking good.
Oh, those
Hell
were
yeah.
top
Remember
notch,
that.
dude.
Good
Those were way
story.
better than
really
like, the
good
Legend.
story.
Yeah.
Oh man,
What
Classic.
a good fucking game. I have the remaster and I modded the shit out of it on PC.
oh really?
And I played like 15 hours of it and then got my attention stolen somewhere else. But I modded the shit out. So somebody like remade all the backgrounds. You know how they're like pre-rendered, just static backgrounds?
Mhm.
Someone had remade them and upscaled them to 4K in like this like cool painted like water painted art for the backgrounds.
Oh,
That's
Fuck.
fucking
What?
fuck.
They
The modders
replaced
did.
the pre-rendered backgrounds.
Yeah.
Holy
And they
crap!
and he's like working through the whole game and redoing all the backgrounds. Oh fuck! Like the amount of
That's
mods
cool.
for it, it's insane.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. I guess it's just an image file in the binaries. That's
Yeah.
super weird.
Like the mod pack was like it was huge. I was downloading that for a while, but like
that is so fucking cool. I
Like,
want to see
I'll keep-
screenshots. I want to see screenshots.
it's like
of this.
I'm gonna keep working on these, but enjoy the first like I think he had like the first 10. Like the town. He had the first like village, the fishing village done. He had a few of the caves done and shit like that. Like it obviously took him a little bit to get them out, but you could tell when you're walking through the normal ones, and then it hits one of his background images. Oh man, it was so sweet. It was pretty cool.
I gotta fucking see this shit.
Guys,
Mhm.
the entire Chrono Cross original soundtrack is on Spotify. 67 songs at 2 hours 45 minutes. I'll be listening to that for the next 3 months.
Yeah, yeah. It's got to be my favorite like soundtrack. It's the one I always throw on. I'm just like, I can't believe someone made this music. It's so fucking
For a
sweet.
game on PlayStation 1 that, you know, maybe like only 10% of the population of the world knows about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That fucking world map theme is just forever burned into my. Well, I guess there's
Oh,
like 4
yeah.
world map themes, but like the first one,
Yeah.
the first world map theme is just
Mm.
burned in my mind. That's my shower humming song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it, dude.
I'm gonna look up some Chrono Cross wallpapers for my computer right now.
Ooh.
Gotta do
Awesome.
it. Yeah, that's mine. My next one. Who's next? Who's up?
I think
Standoff.
it'll be me. I guess that's the order we're doing. So
Yep.
my next one for me, this is no particular. I mean, after Harvest Moon, Back to Nature, there's no particular order here. But I will say James Bond, GoldenEye, 64.
Mm.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Because like we used to play that a lot with our cousins,
Mm-hmm.
and we used to play it a lot together. I used to watch Jonathan Nathaniel play the story, like the campaign. So there was all sorts of fun being had with GoldenEye 64. But and we had a blast. And I was like, when I was a kid, I loved like guns and I loved like weapons and warfare and like, you know, watching those kind of action movies. I used to watch Bond all the time, like the fucking old ones, Roger Moore.
Mhm. Yep.
Sean Connery I wasn't a huge fan of, but Timothy Dalton, you know, the old ones. And I would love playing GoldenEye
Timothy
because I obviously
Dalton.
love Pierce Brosnan too. And I would watch GoldenEye religiously. And I was like a kid, man. I don't know, 9.
Yeah, like what were you doing
You
watching GoldenEye? You're probably
Yeah,
like
exactly.
12.
I turned out all right.
Yeah.
But,
I can't breathe.
yeah, I used to watch that and play that so much. And I rented it one night. And it was one of those formative memories for me. I rented it one night. I had mom drive me to the video game
When did that come out?
rental store like a few minutes away. and I was like, oh, let's rent GoldenEye. And I put it in and I started playing the campaign myself. It was another one of those games where I started the game by myself as a kid, the story, and like actually played through the missions and beat the objectives and got through it. And I remember when I first beat that first mission, when you have to like get through the air base and you get on a plane at the end and you run down, you fly down the runway and you finally lift off while they're all shooting at you. Like I remember when I finished that and I was like, oh my God, I did it. That's like my first, like I did it. So that was really cool for me and why I think it stuck with me so much. But I just loved the stupid cheat, the hack modes too, the cheat modes that you could unlock, like obviously big head mode, paintball mode, and all that.
Paintball mode.
That was just
Big head mode.
Good fun. And we played it recently. We played it like what? Easter?
Yeah, we played
had
it with
loaded
our
up on the
nephews.
TV.
With our
In the
nephews
living
on the
room with our
Switch.
nephews.
What
And
a
they're
fucking
not used to
piece
these
of
old
shit.
shitty games, right?
Old
So-
shitty games.
But the controls were just so bad after
Oh,
playing
yeah.
it after years.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was like, how the fuck do you even walk? How do you do any of this?
You
And so we're all
walk
just
with the
spraying and
one
praying.
stick, and you
It's
can
so
you can
stupid.
you don't strafe, you turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
with
yeah, I
with
think
the
so.
stick. So it's like
Yes.
nowadays it would be like both joysticks like mixed together.
No,
you
yeah,
like
don't do
walk
that in this. It's
forward and backward,
very weird.
but left and right is turning, and then you use the C buttons, I think, to strafe.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
C left and right to strafe,
What the fuck?
yeah,
and up and down
the
to
one
aim up and
stick.
down? So fucking weird.
the left
remember that
stick
with, like-
moves your character and the camera. It's very weird. Very
Yeah.
weird.
I remember that with
Um,
like Perfect Dark. They had like kind of a way to aim, but it didn't aim. It just had like crosshairs that you could like move on
Yeah.
the
Was it
screen.
like a-
but like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
there
Yeah, I
was-
remember
Yeah,
that
in
too,
GoldenEye
and-
you use the shoulder buttons, right? Or
Yeah. You would stop
Yeah.
dead. You would stop dead.
You have
and
to
use
stop
the,
dead and,
the
like,
shoulder to fucking
use the shoulder
move
buttons
your
to
camera around.
as like a modifier button for the joystick. It was like a modifier button for the
Yeah.
joystick, so you
Yeah,
could
yeah,
go
yeah.
up and down. It was so dumb.
Yeah, and our cousin had Perfect Dark for 64, and I remember trying it. And I was like, "No, I don't like this compared to 64, or compared to GoldenEye." So I'm going to keep playing that. But yeah, that's definitely one of my childhood favorites.
That came out in 97.
holy shit!
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
I remember playing that a lot too, but I don't remember like we played the hell out of Perfect Dark. I know my brother and I played a lot of GoldenEye, but I can't remember any of it. Other than big head mode being like the coolest fucking thing ever.
Or shooting someone in the nuts and they grab their neck. They're like, they grab their neck and they start falling after
Yeah.
shooting them in the nuts.
Holy fuck.
The aim assist was fucking strong though in that game, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh, and the golden gun. I forgot about the golden gun. And their
Mhm.
The
Moonraker.
golden
Those were
gun,
cool.
Yes.
Oh, the
One
Moonraker,
shot
yeah,
kill,
the golden
man.
gun, yeah, one shot
Hell
kill.
yeah, one shot kill.
'Cause
No
it was-
fair.
oh my God.
I
No
always
golden
played
guns.
Jaws. I
No
always
golden
played-
guns.
I always played Jaws because my dad called me Jaws because I had braces. So I just play as
You're-
Jaws.
Yeah, dad calling you Jaws. Just classic father making fun of this child.
Holy fuck!
That
is good.
Hey Jaws, get over here. I need you to hold something. Okay, Dad.
He also
Stop making fun of me, kid.
he also called you Bones because
my
you're
knees would
so
clack
skinny.
together.
You're so skinny and
Fuck,
you
that's
had
funny.
big knobby knees. He called you Bones. Hey Bones, let's go.
Fuck.
Oh
Holy
god
shit.
damn it, dude! Sound like Dobby with braces.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
much. But way uglier.
Holy shit!
Fuck.
Nice.
Dude, speaking of knees, my fuck. So I guess like with my childhood, I kind of had like two parts because like my mom and dad split. So like at my dad's, I would play with my stepbrother, and then like at my mom's, I would play with my little brother and shit. But
Okay.
when I played a lot at my dad's with my stepbrother was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Oh
And-
yeah.
Yeah.
Not so much the multiplayer because it was shit. Because you like
I never played the multiplayer.
you
I
like
don't
you,
think I ever played it.
you both had to be on the same screen. Like it was on this, like you couldn't leave the
Oh,
screen or something.
really?
I forget. It was really stupid, but like
I do not remember that at all.
it was so dumb, dude. So eventually we were like we were like little kids. So I'm just trying to make up like little kid sounds like we'll just take turns like playing and goofing around until we die. So we would like use all the cheats and like try to get like 5 stars and see how long we can survive beating the cops. And no flying car mode, because that was just bullshit. Because you get a tank and then do the flying car mode and just like propel yourself through the air, unfucking killable. Like,
we've been watching some funny videos from San Andreas that my buddy keeps sending. There's this guy on YouTube who will mod it, and he'll put the car speeds to like maximum possible.
Holy shit.
So he'll be walking around in the town, and there's just cars flying everywhere and crashing and exploding into everything.
Crumpling.
It's so fucking funny, dude.
It's fucking
Like, it's so funny. You have to. I'll send you the link, but man, it is fucking good. And then he'll do other things like cars are maximum weight. Yeah, the maximum weight. So, so when they crash into things, like everything just goes absolutely flying and exploding.
It's
great.
I was watching that the other day. It's a good pick me up.
I used to have so many of those fucking cheats memorized. Like, I only have one of them, the weapons. No, yeah, it was weapons cheat. I have one of those memorized still. Everything else is just wiped from my fucking mind.
Yeah, no, I have
I
zero.
remember there was one where you could just drop a
they are.
tank. Just drop a tank right in the fucking street, and you grab into it. You drive into it.
Yeah, you could drive it, or you could do that for like any vehicle. You could just drop a helicopter, but of course, depending where you are, it would blow up, because like if it hits like a power line or something,
That's right.
You could drop in a jet or like a golf cart or something.
Yeah, couldn't you like with flying car mode with the tank? Couldn't you like launch yourself in the air and then just start shooting the cannon then you like fly backwards?
Yeah, you'd go so fast, dude.
Yeah, that was fun. I remember doing that a lot.
I remember the flying car shit always reminded me of Harry Potter. So we would hum the Harry Potter theme song when we're doing like do 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 do.
Yeah, wow.
And then
the flying car from the first one.
And then the jetpack was cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about all I remember from that game.
San Andreas, specifically San Andreas.
Yeah, I guess we played a little bit of Vice City, but San Andreas was the one we played the most. We were just we like never did this story because we always just wanted to goof around.
Yeah.
Yes, that's basically my experience with all the Grand Theft Autos. Like, cause like I don't think I could grasp the story really, so I would just fuck around and load games and. But I did like San Andreas a lot because of its like it had a lot more depth in terms of its. I don't know, kind of the world building where like you just go to Burger Shot and get fat as fuck.
Fat. Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Gym, work out,
get swole.
You had like I think that was the first game that had stats, right? Like your stamina and shit like that, which was really cool. And they haven't let that go since, which is nice. Because it just lets you kind of feel like you're building your character more. And, you're fucking, if you're running from the cops constantly, instead of driving around, at least you have something to show for it. Your stamina is like through the roof. That was kind of really cool. Anyway, that was just a final thought.
What about you, Nate?
My next one, there's no order here. Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun.
Oh, yeah.
Or is it Tiberium?
Tiberian. Tiberian, yeah.
So I don't recall if this was my first jump into like real-time strategy. I think we played Command and Conquer, the regular one, before, and Red Alert before.
Well, you'd have played Age of Empires, wouldn't you?
No, Age of Empires was after.
I think that's the first RTS you played.
Yeah, I think it was because we found it at a garage sale, some fucking garage sale. We picked it up. We bring it home to our PC, which was a piece of garbage. It wouldn't play this game. I was like,
it was a 386 or a 486 or something like that.
I was so angry because I wanted to play it so bad. And then I just held on to this jeweled CD case with this game in it until we came across a computer that would play it. And then my cousin...
Pentium required. Needed a Pentium.
Needed a Pentium, yeah.
Pentium, holy shit.
Yeah.
Pentium, dude.
1.
Pentium 1. Like, you needed a Pentium 1.
Which was how fast, John? What was the speed on the...
It's like 133 megahertz, I think. 166 megahertz.
Oh
and an hour 486.
We had a 486, which was 80.
33, no?
It was like 66 megahertz.
Oh, it had a turbo button, and it put it up to 66 megahertz.
Yeah, 66 megahertz. Like, that's fucking wild. Button. Like, my CPU right now is, what, 4,800 megahertz,
That's
4.8
insane.
gigahertz.
That's so funny. And then I was like, well, where could there possibly be a PC that could play this? A supercomputer. And at my cousin's house, his dad was like a big contractor guy. He needed a big, like, powerful computer for his work. So we threw the game in there and it played it. And I was fucking glued to that computer. Like, you could not pry me off that computer. Like, it's like dinner time. I'm like, no, I just be farming Tiberian and just going nuts on that fucking game. It was so good. And that addiction for the real-time strategy, like any next, like, got me to Age of Empires, got me into Age of Mythology, if you remember that one, which is like Age of Empires, but it's Greek mythology heroes. From there, like StarCraft 2, Warcraft 3, and then now I'm just waiting for the next big RTS to like sink its claws into me. But nothing will compare to when I first played Tiberian Sun real-time strategy. The amount of like how addicted I was to that was insane. It was so insane.
Yeah, I remember you playing Red Alert as well.
Yeah, it was nothing. I tried to play the other ones like Red Alert 2, but nothing hooked me like Tiberian Sun. I don't know what the hell it was. Maybe it was just because whenever we got to play it and we finally found a computer that could play it, it was transcendent into my gaming life. I was like, oh
yeah. I remember I tried playing it. I was like, I suck.
I
I try these like just like playing against the computer or whatever. I wouldn't do the story, and I would just get overwhelmed in like 15 minutes. I'm like, this game sucks.
Oh man,
I hate this game.
Yeah, and then we
It's
tried
the fucking AI cheats.
yeah, the AI cheats. And then whenever we had internet, we got internet to play, like it was dial-up internet shit. And my buddy would play Age of Empires online, and then we were like, oh, let's try to play Tiberian Sun online. And the people online were just ridiculous. I was like, how the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. They had
So
to.
it's probably all grown men.
Yeah, maybe
because they're the
good
only ones who
computers.
had like good computers and knew how to use the internet. You're
They're
playing
like they're like ASL. I'm like
ASL.
12
ASL, dude.
male
12 male
Canada.
Canada. 12 male Canada. Ugh. Oh, well, speaking of, is it my turn again? Or whose turn is it, Danny's?
Yeah.
I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll mention that Dragon Ball game that we used to play.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, which one?
Yeah.
It was
Final Bout.
Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. Yeah, so it's a Dragon Ball
Oh.
GT game. And it was for PS1.
Dragon Ball
And-
GT Final Bout.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was like the last of my fighting game days. Like I played a little Soul Calibur, that was okay. You know, I never really got into Tekken when it came out, but like Dragon Ball GT Final Bout was
Yeah.
probably the most.
It's
hours
probably my
I've ever played,
favorite.
like a fighting game.
Yeah, my favorite fighting game for sure of all time. I don't
Look
play
how
them
shitty
now.
I was
But
so
it
into
looks.
Dragon Ball.
the graphics kind of were shitty, but it was a really cool intro anime, cutscene, very cool. We were big Dragon Ball fans, and Dragon Ball GT. This was probably before we even knew what Dragon Ball GT, or before we even saw the anime of Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah.
So we were like, "Whoa, what is Dragon Ball GT?
What is
There's
Final
a game
Fantasy?
of it."
What is Super
this?
Saiyan 4 Goku?
Yeah, like the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. What? What?
Piccolo, isn't that an instrument or something fucking stupid?
Well, we watched Dragon Ball Z, but GT we had no idea what it was, right?
Mhm.
So, but yeah, it was a very cool game. You could do some sweet combos.
Mhm.
It was 3D, like you could it was a fully 3D fighter. Do you know what I mean? Because like you could
Yeah.
go
You could like, go in,
towards the background.
foreground and shit.
Yeah, you could you could spin the axis, basically. You could spin the battlefield, right?
Nice.
So it wasn't like fully 3D where you could like move around everywhere, but you could move towards the background and then towards the camera, and it would tilt. It would turn the
There was
Yeah.
depth
field.
to
Like
it.
you could dodge a Kamehameha or something like that by doing that. It was very cool.
Yeah, that was
But yeah, the
wild.
characters are sick. You could like build your own guy who, like in a tournament mode where you just keep getting stronger and stronger, and you have to like do like this like a gauntlet kind of thing, and your guy would like level up. It was awesome, and my
Did we
fingers
ever have
would hurt.
tournaments? Did we?
Yeah,
ever?
we had like some
Yeah, we
tournaments,
had a
just
little
us
bit of
three, like maybe.
Maybe our
maybe
cousins.
maybe our cousins, yeah. And I remember we borrowed that game from somebody from
Yeah,
our,
we
our
still have it,
buddies.
yeah.
And I still have it in my garage.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, but that's
awesome.
what I'm gonna bring to the table there.
Nice. What about you,
Who's
Gandalf?
next? Was that me?
Yep.
I don't know. Probably.
Okay. I will
Okay.
say this. I have to say this. Counter-Strike, 100%. When I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
When I was a kid,
Counter-Strike.
like Counter-Strike OG Counter-Strike. Okay, like we had friends that would.
1.6?
Huh?
Or do you mean Condition
like the-
0?
No. I'm talking the original first. I would get to Condition 0 because eventually that did come out.
That was on console, yeah.
The original Counter-Strike, we had friends that played the shit out of it and then introduced us to it. And then I told you I was into like the military thing, combat thing, and firearms, whatever. So I wanted to play that and try it out. And I did. And I was hooked. Like,
Yeah, we
that's
played a
really
lot.
all I wanted to play when I sat at the computer when I was a kid. I don't really know what year that would have been, but it was definitely
That was, I can tell you right now, like
2001?
year 2001. Yeah, we
Okay.
just
Yeah,
built.
so I was 9, going on 10.
we were building
Playing
the
this
house.
fucking shooting game. This was first person online against people. I wasn't just playing, bots. There were no bots, I don't think, back.
Did they have
first
the
one. You
did
had-
they have the sprays in that game where you could spray, or was that
Oh
Source?
yeah.
Yeah, that was
No,
Source.
no, yeah.
Well, Source, you could do it too. You could put your own picture in there, and people with the grossest shit. There was just no limits of
Like
like,
that guy diarrhea into the air into his
yeah,
mouth or
the
something.
bathtub
Fuck,
girl,
man, it
tub
was
girl,
so funny.
Tub girl, dude.
Yeah, I think you could tag in the original one. I just
And
don't know if you could do the
Goatsy?
custom images.
Oh, dude.
tub girl, and goatsy. Blech.
Oh,
And then one time, our buddy had who the hell was it? I think our buddy had a spray of our other buddy, like a picture of him
Yeah.
doing something stupid, and someone on the mic was like, "Yo, who sprayed this? Who sprays this? I know this guy," and it was our fucking neighbor who was also playing in the same server. Like, it was
wow.
so strange. It was the funniest fucking thing. It's like,
That's
who the hell?
fucking
What, is that
insane.
you?
was
very funny.
Yeah, that was like, again, another formative one. And eventually I did go out and buy Condition 0 when it came out on computer, and it was just kind of an updated version of the game. It was basically like a 1.5 type thing or whatever. And there were newer skins, and they overhauled the maps. It was mostly the skins of everything, the characters, the guns, the maps, and everything. And they added a couple new maps, I think, and I played the shit out of that too. And it was like my own game that I bought with my money. So I played it a lot. And again, there's this 9-10-year-old kid playing Counter-Strike online with other people, no bots. And I was like there. I was there. I was honing my skills, and I got pretty good. But I didn't care as long as I was playing. So that was like one of my favorite things to play was Counter-Strike. And eventually I did get into Source in like 2004. That just blew my mind because the ragdoll physics. And I loved ragdoll physics back in the day.
Yeah, they were
So I
like,
love that they finally included it in a Counter-Strike game, and it was just like so cool because they overhauled everything again with a totally new engine. So anyway, yeah, very, very, very good times on Counter-Strike.
Do you guys remember when Black Ops 2 came out and you could make your own emblem or whatever?
yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
I just had like a memory pop into my head. I remember one
Cool.
time
I gotta make the
I never
coolest
played that
fucking
one.
emblem.
I gotta make the coolest penis.
I was looking online of
Yeah, trying to make a dick.
what was it? I think you could download ones that other people made, and there was one where somebody made Roseanne from Roseanne as an emblem, and I was like, dude, I'm totally taking that. Like,
Roseanne and Tom Arnold.
dude, this is so fun. I love stupid shit like that.
That is funny. That is funny.
Dan! Fucking, oh my
Wow.
god, dude.
Her voice.
The holy fuck. Should we take an ad break? You think now's a good time for an ad break?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, we'll be right back. SuperPod Saga is brought to you today by our superstar patrons, A Novel Console, Jared, Jameson, and Adam. You're all as attractive and awesome as you are generous and gracious. Your support means the world to Tommy and I, and of course you're all number one, and we'll continue to pray to your names every single morning, noon, and night. Thank you all. We love you. Hey, superstars. Are you a coffee addict looking for your next big caffeine fix? Or are you just tired of all the normal boring coffee options out there now? Well, you need to check out Bones Coffee. Bones Coffee has lots of different varieties of coffee flavors. They've got things like red velvet, cookies and cream, s'mores. They've got one that's called Jamaican Me Crazy that's really good. It's like caramel vanilla rum kind of thing. But they also have just your usual, salted caramel and French vanilla and all that stuff. They even have decaf and what's called high voltage, which is just extra strength, and they've also got espresso. They've got all sorts of cool stuff. Plus, if you use coupon code SuperPod Saga at checkout, you'll get 20% off of your order. And again, that's SuperPod Saga at checkout to get 20% off. You can also follow the link in our episode description. And yeah, why not use that one-time coupon code? Like I said, 20% off. It's great. Head over to bonescoffee.com, get yourself some coffee, some cool gear like mugs or French press kits, stuff like that. Check it out. Okay, bye. It's really important to stay hydrated. They say to drink 8 to 10 cups of water per day to stay properly hydrated, but sometimes that can be difficult to do and completely inconvenient, and most of us don't feel like carrying a gallon of water with us at all times. That's where Liquid IV comes in. Liquid IV is the category-winning hydration brand fueling your well-being, and their hydration multiplier is the one product you're missing in your daily routine. In just one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than water alone. Use it first thing in the morning, before a workout, when you feel run down, after a long night out, or on long flights. Man, in Iowa, the summers can be brutal. 90 degrees and tons of humidity, and that just saps the energy and water right out of your system within just a few minutes. Luckily, Liquid IV hydrates 2 times faster than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks. It's very important to replace those electrolytes, and I just love how quick and easy it is to use Liquid IV. You just get one packet and a bottle of water, and you just pour that packet into the bottle of water, shake the heck out of it, and bam, you are good to go. Since using Liquid IV, I've felt way more alert, active, and just plain better versus drinking water alone. My favorite flavors to go to are the Yuzu Pineapple Energy Multiplier and the Tropical Punch Hydration Multiplier. I can't get enough of those ones. And what makes them even better is, like I mentioned earlier, they're packed with 5 essential vitamins like B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C. And 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks. And they're non-GMO and free from gluten, dairy, and soy, which is just great. So you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code SuperPodSaga at checkout. That's 20% off anything when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code SuperPodSaga, SuperPodSaga at liquidiv.com. You have a great one, superstars. I'm sure you guys know what we do for ad breaks. We just make up goofy, dumb grub. Okay. Hey guys, are you gentlemen familiar with the Cajun tradition of the crawfish boil, where you put shit in a pot and boil it?
Yes,
I think so. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, there's a new kid in town, new guy in town. He's taking that 3 steps further. It's boiling bobs, everybody. Boiling bobs. Hey, so rather than just having only seafood and corn and shit in a pot and boiling it, boiling bobs, they'll make you an entire meal. And also at Boiling Bob's, they believe that food and drink should be consumed in one as one thing. Oh. God damn it. It's 2023. It's the future, baby. So why waste time drinking and then eating when you could do both at the same time? So you're at Boiling Bob's, so you'll pick out your drink and your meal on the menu, whether it be like a fucking southern grilled chicken salad or some shit with a glass of milk, whatever you want. We'll cook it from the finest ingredients. We'll throw it. And then once it's done, we'll throw it into a pot, crank that bitch up to high, and boil it for 30 minutes. And then we'll bring that pot out to your table hot as shit, and you'll just drink it. That's your meal.
Wow,
I like it.
Sounds excellent.
Glass and malt.
Sounds like a Chinese hot pot.
I actually have a
Southern-
story about a very hot meal that I could tell after.
Hell
Very
yeah.
hot meal.
Hell yeah. Boiling Bobs, they're the hottest. I went there one time and I touched the pot on accident and burned off all my fingertips. Now I'm not recognized by the police database because I don't have fingertips. My
Grab the pot.
My wife and children left me because they think I'm someone who's been abducted by aliens and replaced by a synthetic human. So now I have no place to go. So I'm at Boiling Bob's.
They accept me there. Boiling Bobs.
Let's all go to Boiling Bobs.
Yeah,
Boiling Bobs. When you're here, who gives a fuck? Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Let's all go to Boiling Bobs. Let's all go to Boiling Bobs.
I had I don't know where the fuck I was. I was in Boston. Okay.
Wait, we're back.
Oh,
Okay,
we're
now
back.
go. Yep, now go.
Okay. So I was in Boston, and it was like, I don't know, 2 a.m. We were. It was for a bachelor party. So me and my buddy I'm starving. It's like, yo, I need some food. I'm all fucked up. We go into this Korean like rice bowl place, and they're like, oh, we're closing soon. What do you want? What do you want? I'm like, okay, I want this, whatever. I order it, and it comes like pretty quickly. The thing is so fucking hot. It's like nuclear hot. It's in an iron bowl. It's an iron bowl. I literally couldn't eat it. I had to sit there and watch my buddy eat his while he laughed at me because mine was way too, like, I could not fucking touch it. And I had to get them to box the entire thing. I had maybe one bite that I realized it was too hot and I kept trying to test it. And I had to take the whole thing to go. And I ate it when I woke up hungover as shit in the morning. But like,
That's
it was
awesome.
It's still warm.
it was so stupid. It was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Like it was like burning a hole on the table. Like it was just an iron glowing hot bowl.
You put it on the table. It's like goes through
Yeah, I
the
got
table into the earth. Just
And it was
keeps fucking
rice.
going.
It was rice, so you could
Fucking
hear all the
cartoon.
rice. You could hear all the rice grains like crackling and popping, like on the
Wow.
bottom that were touching the bowl. Like that's how hot it was. I was like, "What is this, man?"
Sure, you weren't at Boiling Bob's?
Yeah,
Dude, that's how
it was
they
the
do it at
Asian.
Boiling
Crawfish
Bob's,
in
dude.
there?
It was the Korean boiling bobs, bulgogi bobs.
Bulgogi
Bulgogi
Bob's.
Bobs. That's beautiful. Holy shit, dude.
Wow.
Speaking of bulgogi, I've got 2 picks left, and this next one is a fucking doozy. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, so I don't know if they have this up in Canada, but do you guys have like Dollar General or dollar stores like that?
Yeah, $1.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dollar
Okay.
Tree.
Yeah, we had a local Dollar General, and I remember one time I found this, like, 'cause I used to be like really into Beyblades and like the anime and shit like that. I couldn't think of the name there for a second, but yeah, there was this Beyblade game at the dollar store, and it was like $3. I was like, "Mom, please!" And then she bought it for me, and I played the fuck out of it. And I was like, "This is the coolest shit ever!" Because like when you launched it, the dude would be like, "What a great launch!" And I'd be like, "Yes, spectator."
What was
guy.
it for? It was a video game?
Yeah, it was for PS1. It was just called Beyblade, I'm pretty sure.
At a dollar store, you got a PS1 game.
Fuck yeah,
Wow.
dude.
That's
And,
amazing.
Wow.
Wait,
That's crazy.
I think it was called Beyblade Let It Rip. Like it says Let It Rip at the bottom, but I'm not sure if that's a subtitle.
Let her rip,
Let
bud.
it rip.
let
Yeah, I
it
used to
rip.
play those. I used to play Beyblades. I loved them. They were fucking
Dude, it was as a kid, I thought it was so fun, but then I tried to play it as an adult, and I was like, this sucks ass. like you literally just, I get you
pull
don't
a ripcord, bud.
basically like you just launch your top in there, and then you can kind of control it, but it's just tops, so they just bump into each other, and like sometimes you had like spirit powers or something stupid where they would spin faster
Okay.
or something dumb, and then like I'm just gonna go
Some
play with
dumb shit like that.
But in the real life, what was it? Did you play it in real life, Aaron? Like, did you have a little arena, like those little tub arenas that you?
I had two.
Yeah. So
Oh, really?
you just rip. You just let her rip, and then whoever's like exploded first.
Yep.
Lost, I guess, right? Because like they were just metal and plastic, and the way they worked was when they collided. I guess the way it hit would unhinge like the parts so that they were like exploded, and whoever like exploded first lost. Yeah, we used to do that all the time. I remember I got my first one, and it was like some cheap fucking knockoff one that mom bought me from the dollar store because I begged her.
You lose all the time. You're fucking
No, she brought it
shittiest
home.
Beyblade player.
She brought it home, and I went to go pull the ripcord, and the fucking ripcord just ripped in half and got stuck in the Beyblade. So I didn't even get to see it launch. I was so pissed off. I was so upset.
Oh man.
Anyway, that's my Beyblade anecdote.
My cousins and I used to take it a step further, and we launch them down my basement stairs. Whoever's did
Environment improv.
Dude, whoever's I guess who's ever, I don't know, whatever, whoever's made it to like the bottom and I guess was less broken won. So like if it fell off like the first 3 stairs, you're out. It has to make it to the bottom and not fucking die. And that was food.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That's fun.
That was a good time.
That's fucking. Oh man! All right. Who's
Me
up?
next, I guess. So
Sure.
Yeah.
this one's fucking old, boys. But I remember getting stuck at my dad's shop during the summer doing stupid work. And he had a computer there, and we would spin up what's called Skunny Kart.
What the fuck is that?
I remember that.
Skunny Kart came out in
Wow.
1993 on was it Windows 3.1 or DOS?
It was a Mario Kart clone.
It was a Mario Kart Super Nintendo clone.
Yeah.
And it was so shitty.
It was exactly the same.
It was the exact same, yeah, but it was for PC. And I'm
Yeah.
looking at screens now, and this was
Oh
ridiculous.
god, I just found it.
Man, it was so awesome. I
Yeah.
have so many memories. Like, okay, my dad.
What the fuck are these sprites, dude? They're just like
It's like they're like squirrels or something. I
Yeah,
don't
they're
know.
like farm animals. They're like, oh, there's a dragon, a giraffe, and then there's Skunny, who is a squirrel.
Yeah,
He's a squirrel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a squirrel. He's the main character, Skunny Kart. And they,
But it's a direct
Yeah,
clone.
it's just a direct clone. And I'd go to my dad's shop, and he'd make me sweep floors all day, pretty much. And Jonathan was able to do like actual work, and he's like, "You just sweep the floors," because he wouldn't trust me to do anything. So he's like, "Clean the office." So I'd go clean the office, and then I'd sit down and play Skunny Kart for like 2 or 3 hours. Oh, man. It was
And
fucking
I would
sweet.
watch because I remember that vividly.
but we had a freeware. It was like a freeware like trial version, right? So we just played the same thing over and over again.
It was like, I think it had like 3 or 4 tracks. It wasn't the entire game, yeah. It was, but we played the same 3 or 4 tracks over and over and over again. Oh man, that was a good one.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
That was
oh dude, there's a character in Skunny Kart named Pussy. That's cool. There's Potame, there's Raggy, Nakard, Gondra, Golfy,
Oh,
Skunny,
Gondra, yes.
Pussy, and
Gondra.
Handbag.
Wow.
Oh, handbag, yeah.
I remember
handbag.
Gondra.
Oh, Handbag, he says.
Oh yeah, old handbag.
Oh, was he the gator? Was he the alligator?
I don't know, it just says the name, dude.
I think he was.
I
the
think he was
alligator.
maybe an alligator. Yeah, that is
Oh.
funny.
Yeah,
Fuck,
fast
dude.
speed. Handbag, the alligator, and then it was
An alligator.
Oh, fuck.
and it was split screen. Oh man, that was so sweet.
Yeah, we could play on the same keyboard.
Yeah.
We had to like assign the keybinds.
One half of the keyboard I'd play over here, and then Jonathan would play on the other half of the keyboard. Oh man, so sweet.
Perfect.
Reminds me of Road Rash. We would also play Road Rash.
Oh yes,
yeah.
Road Rash.
I had that on my list too. I have like a fucking shit ton. But
Oh, okay. All right. Oh yeah, I remember that one. That was fucking.
I don't really
sweet.
have any more.
that was my last. Yeah.
Okay, well, I had one final one, which is more of a franchise that we kind of talked about anyway, and it was Grand Theft Auto franchise, like GTA 3 included, Vice City and San Andreas, and again, striking coming from what would have been a 9-year-old maybe playing these games. 10-year-old.
You know what's crazy is like our parents had no fucking clue, man.
No fucking clue.
No clue what we were doing.
we were playing.
That was amazing.
One time we had this family over that they're friends of the family, and they came over with their son, and they're Christian. And I'm young. I'm not gonna discern what is appropriate to play at that age and what isn't to like play with this kid who came over, because like I don't know how to entertain him. Well, we just play video games,
and we didn't know because
we had,
and we didn't know what other kids like can't play, right? Because we would just play whatever the fuck we wanted to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So I load up. I don't know which one it was. It would have been Vice City or GTA 3. It wouldn't have been San Andreas yet. That's how young I'm talking here.
This
San
is how
Andreas
this
came out
kid got
2004.
addicted to drugs, sex, prostitutes.
it was Daniel.
Just Daniel playing GTA.
Anyway,
The
I was
downfall
playing
of
it with
this
him.
kid.
Yeah.
He's sitting next to me and he's laughing. He's having a great time because he's never seen anything like this. He's probably used to playing some fucking Bible games like Aesop's Fables or some Fatty Bear's Birthday Surprise or some bullshit,
Fatty
right?
Bear.
What? You said Fatty Bear?
Yeah, you've never seen Fatty Bear? It's
No,
like one of those
dude.
interactive like PC games where
It's
you
a
like
classic.
where you just click on things and it'll do. It's very for kids.
Yeah,
You
it's
just click
just
on things in the,
You have
in
to
the
basically
environment,
build
and it
it.
would
You have
like
to put
react
together
to
a
it.
birthday party for some girl. You're her pet teddy bear, and you come alive at night, and you have to put together a birthday for her overnight while she's sleeping.
That's
Dude, it's
horrifying.
on Steam. It's on Steam for $7.
Anyway,
Fatty Bear's birthday surprise.
so I was playing GTA with this kid next to me. He's laughing up a storm, whatever, and his parents come in just to kind of check up on us, and they see me like mowing down strippers and like drive-by shooting people, and blowing shit up, and he's just like, "What is this? What is this?" And I was just like, "Oh, it's Grand Theft Auto," and like
This is fornication.
And the kid's having a great time, and eventually they told my parents to come have a look at what I'm playing. And they come in and they're like, "Oh, shut this off, Daniel. That's not a game you should be playing." I was like, I've been playing this for
You
like
bought it for him.
2 years. Right? Anyway, so needless to say, we had to turn it off, which was really lame. And that's kind of when I realized I was like, oh, people aren't as cool as my family.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Fuck, man, that is awesome.
So those were some of my favorites to play back in the day.
Nice.
Was the Grand Theft Auto games.
Oh, man. Did you guys ever play what the fuck was that like snowboarding game on
SSX?
Windows? No,
On Windows?
Yeah, it's like Windows 98. You like run away from a Yeti or something. No, I think it was skiing, maybe ski game.
I don't
Windows.
think we had one for PC.
No, we just
I
have what's it
played
called?
Chronicles.
Oh,
snowboarding?
Ski
Yes,
free,
one.
ski free,
Ski free.
Oh, no.
ski free. Holy shit. Okay, so yeah, my dad used to manage this restaurant. It was like, or I guess it was a truck stop, whatever. But like, my brother and I would sit in the office and play ski free on his computer.
I'm watching a video right now.
Dude, it was so.
There's this monster. This
It's
gray
stupid.
monster thing.
This is the stupidest shit ever. But like, we would try to see how far we can get without getting eaten by the Yeti or hitting a tree or a rock or whatever.
Or a rock,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, we played so much.
Copyright
Oh, dude,
1991.
I just found a fucking it's like a little thumbnail of like the skier dude's face. I'm saving that. I want the skier dude's face on my fucking Discord.
Oh yeah,
dude.
I just saw that. Yeah, I just looked at that.
Stealing that
The
shit.
Yeti, the Christmas tree.
Oh my
that's
god.
fun.
It's like looks like it was made in MS Paint.
Microsoft
Yeah.
Paint. Yeah.
What the fuck is this? Oh, I'm
This
playing
actually
it right
looks
now.
familiar though.
I'm actually playing it right now. Online in like a JavaScript window.
Wow.
Oh,
Sweet.
yo, I do remember this game.
Yeah, I do too. It looks familiar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Per SuperPod Saga tradition, I have to read something off of Wikipedia. So yeah, according to Wikipedia, this came to fucking Game Boy Color. That's cool as hell.
Wow.
what?
Oh, wow.
You use your mouse in this.
That's nuts.
I'm not avoiding trees and shit. Yep. Jump. Oh, that's sick. Playing it.
Okay, so
I was
I'm
playing it
looking
right
at an
now.
article right now that the headline says indie developer Give me a sec. While it says indie developer makes ski free, but you're the Yeti.
Ooh.
So you could play as the Yeti as opposed
nice.
to the skier. This was July 10, 2023, this summer.
Wow.
That's
Nice.
hilarious. There's like little chicken bones or little like meat haunches at the bottom, I guess, which is how much you
Haunches.
ate or whatever.
A big haunch of meat.
That's funny. So you had to avoid the Yeti.
Oh,
Nope,
yeah.
Never played it.
Oh, dude. And he had to slalom and stuff. I hate the word slalom, by the way. It just sounds so disgusting. Slalom.
Slowlim. Slowlim.
Slow lamb. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that was it for me then. I had like one other one, but it was just Sonic Riders, and I just played it and played a lot of it. But
Oh man, great. I just want I guess my last one I'll do real quick. It was Legend of Zelda Wind Waker for Game Boy Color.
Really? Wind Waker?
This was huge for me.
You
It
sure?
was like the first, like,
you said Wind Waker for Game Boy Color?
not Wind Waker. Sorry, what's it called? Where the egg, the egg on top of the mountain. You have to go wake the windfish.
Link's Awakening. There you
Link's
go.
Awakening.
Yeah.
That's sorry. Legend of Zelda.
Windfish.
Link's Awakening for Game Boy Color. This game was so good. Not a lot of people like talk about this one. And I used to bring my Game Boy Color to school, and I'd play it in my desk. Like I'd lift my desk up a little bit. You know those ones where you can put your
Fucking
shit
cheater.
inside the desk.
Yeah,
Play
dude.
it in there, and then I'd play it on the way home on the bus. 'cause
Nathaniel's gaming again.
my mom would drive the bus. She was the bus driver, so I'd have to wait for everyone to get off the bus, and then she'd drive home. So I'd just be playing that Zelda game constantly. And I remember it was like the first real big like Game Boy Color game, like showing so much color in your handheld. Oh man, it was so sweet. I love that game, and the music was
Link's Awakening.
so
I don't
good,
remember
too.
that at all.
I bought
Oh,
the
dude.
I bought the remake for Switch, and I haven't really like, cracked it open yet. But maybe one day, maybe one day I will.
Maybe one day.
But, yeah,
I used to play a lot of Fire Emblem in school. Like during study halls, our study hall teacher didn't do shit. Like normally you would think they would go around and patrol and like make sure kids weren't goofing off or whatever. But she just sat there at her desk like a bitch and just didn't do anything.
She's playing Game Boy
bitch.
under the desk.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
should play a Game Boy, dude. But I would sit there. I would. I don't even know how to describe. I would like kind of sit back, and I would have like my book in my lap, but it'd be like kind of pointing up. I'd be like against my legs or whatever, and I'd have my Game Boy there, and it like you could obviously tell I wasn't reading the book or whatever. I was just I would just play Game Boy, and it was great study hall. I learned a
That's
lot.
awesome. Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck
Perfect.
school.
I didn't have that luxury in high school. I don't think I even had. Oh yeah, I would have had a Game Boy, I guess. But Game Boy would have been old at that. Like if I was in high school, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like high school for me would have been like
It was
99,
Advance?
2000.
oh shit, never mind. Holy cow.
Yeah. So it was long before that.
You old fart.
You're fucking same age.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe the Game Boy Color is the only kind of thing we had, I think, for in terms of mobile. But that was like, I don't know, probably 5 years before that, and I didn't play it anymore.
No, I never had handheld. So when I went to school, that was it. I had to like get through the day with playing with toys and friends and like
No cell phones
You had-
either.
You had to learn.
Man, we used to
our
bring
marbles. I had to learn, and then I came home and
Yeah.
gamed.
marbles, hungry hippos. I brought to school. But yeah, Pokemon. Obviously, we were like crazy Pokemon players, and that blew my mind. But everyone,
yeah, that's
everyone
true.
says Pokemon. Everyone played Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Fact.
Yep, that's all for me.
That's all
Well,
I got.
Yeah, I'm done too.
That's it. We're all tapped out. That's all the games. Yeah, tell the good people where they can once again where they can find your show and your socials and all that stuff.
Perfect. So yeah, you can find us on all major streaming platforms. Again, head over to Linktree/Elder Trolls Podcast. There you get all of them. You get the Spotify, the Apple, the YouTube. The YouTube channel is specifically is youtube.com. The Elder Trolls Gaming Podcast. or unless
No,
John,
we're
did you
Elder
change it
Trolls
now?
Gaming
Yeah,
now.
So now we're Elder Trolls Gaming.
Just
on
YouTube Elder Trolls Gaming.
Yeah,
That's all you got to do.
But yeah, we're pretty much everywhere. Come check us out. We're most active on Twitter. If you want to come follow us in there. Yeah. Thanks for having us on, man. This was fantastic. It's a shame we didn't get to meet Tommy, but he's out camping or saving the world like he's always doing there. So
Yeah.
maybe one day we'll have you guys on, and we'll make sure to get him on, so we get all 5 of us on there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be chaotic as fuck, but it'll be worth it.
Chaotic, yeah. It always is with the 3 of us and guests.
Yeah.
It always is.
Yep, that is true. That is true.
Thanks again for having us, Aaron.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, that was awesome. Even without Tommy, I still had a great time. Take that, Tommy. It's my podcast now. Yeah, if the listeners need to find us, superpodsaga.com has all of our episodes, blogs, socials, all that stuff. But yeah, thank you for... Fuck, how does Tommy do the outro? I should have written this down. Thank you for listening. Have a great day, I suppose. Okay, goodbye.
Ciao.
See ya.
See ya.